done, bro. Wait, where you going? To watch the Full 94 podcast. Can't watch that without me. Wait up, bro. You know Full 94 is my favorite show.
Winning.
A winner, the champ, the best, we are all of them. Cause we went right and not left to not follow them. Sobriety tests, I am walking up in line. Added the sex and the drugs, but couldn't subtract my mind. They all wanted me dead. I was chilling in the cut, then I transformed like I'm best friends with Shia LaBeouf. See, I've been a winner, check it, and I ain't even firing. Church time's God, I'm a product of my environment. We are winners, losers come with me. Got God with us, never letting flesh envy. We don't worry about the money, the sex, the cars, the clothes. Now watch reality unfold like we winning in here, yeah, we winning in here.
We winning in here.
Yeah, you already know it. We out here in these streets, man. What's going on, man? It's the 494 podcast here on MTMV Sports. Y'all already know what it is, where basketball is. You want to talk about basketball? You got to come right here. Mondays 8:30. We already seen it. People talking today. I understand. Look, let's just put this out there. Now, Jew, I know you kind of get off on this stuff, man. But this is my thing. I feel like if we talking basketball, bro, why would you try to attack a person's character, a person's appearance? Or why are we not just talking basketball?
Because they don't know it.
I think people out here be trolling for real and trying to get stuff. But this is my thing. I'm not even gonna put old boy information out because we could definitely do that in the pre-show we talked about.
I would love to. Especially when I'm handsome, dog, and I'll go in your comments and I'll send your mom's a note telling her she's beautiful, but her son is a weirdo. I'm with that.
I just think if you're gonna be commando with the keys, you got to make sure you straight when you get a response. You got to relax. You got to be ready for what comes with what you said. Like there are consequences, repercussions for things that happen on here. Just because it's the internet don't mean we can't have this conversation, my guy. You know what I mean? Let's have this stance. You know what I mean? What we talking about? But you already know what it is, man. 494 podcast. This is I think it's an interesting time. We had a lot of news here in that full court press that we talking about here, man. So let's jump right into it, Drew. Hey, Trae is no longer in Atlanta, my guy. He is no longer in Atlanta. He is a nation's capital in DC. He is a Washington Wizard. Now, from the information that we've gathered, that this was more his decision, that he wanted to be in Washington. Not sure if there was a list of teams or whatever, but Washington was a team that was mentioned that he felt like he wanted to be a part of. I'm not sure if it was just, hey, I can do what I want, because a lot of conversation came out from Atlanta, bro, that were saying Trae was kind of like on the high horse, like 28-10 went to his head, like wasn't practicing hard, wasn't doing as much as everybody else, like so he kind of got a stigma for like not really wanting to do something crazy. So what happens with that is, I mean, and this is just speculation for sure, but if I go to a championship contending team, there's going to be a lot that's going to be asked of me. And maybe I'm just not ready for that, or I don't want that. I just want to play basketball and get my money. Drew, talk to me. What does this look like? He's a Washington Wizard. And talk to me about Trae Young.
First and foremost, man, appreciate everything he did for the city of Atlanta, man.
For sure.
You know, he did take them to some places that no other player done took them before, closer to the finals than any player has ever taken Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
I think it was time, bro. Like, we've been talking, I've been on with y'all for like 2 or 3 years now. Yep. Every year, it's the same conversation. Are they going to trade him? And I think that the Hawks not locking him in, extending him, ending all the talks, probably did get to his head. Now, I don't know about him walking around, not practicing hard, or I've heard people say that people don't want to play with him. I don't know about that, man, but I do know this. Atlanta Hawks are going to want another superstar. Does that superstar go to Atlanta? Or does that superstar pick up the phone and call Trae Young and be like, yo, what happened here? And then he paints a picture where, nah, man, they weren't rocking with me. I gave that city everything. And they, at the sight of, anything, at the sight of anything less than, they threw me to the curb. The Hawks looked good last night. They beat the Warriors. They might be all right.
They're
not going to win championship. And they're going to want – I heard they wanted AD. That's out of the window. So what's your pivot? You think Giannis is coming to Atlanta?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think anybody's going to want to come to Atlanta.
No.
What I predict Atlanta's going to do is what Atlanta's always done. Probably sign some old has-been superstar or star that's out of their prime. And that's not a joke. That's real life. Sign a star that's out of their prime.
No, I hear you.
And try to get ticket sales, just like the Falcons do. I really hate that they had to go that way, man. Maybe it was time for a breakup, but I'm very interested to see who goes to DC. I think that's a more lucrative place now to go to. They got the young defensive players. They got Alex Sarr, who one of the best two-way players in the game. They got Koulibaly, who one of the best two-way guards I ain't gonna say two-way, one of the best defensive guards in the game. You got work to do on the offensive end. You got the young Trae Johnson starting right now at point guard. That's giving you buckets.
Yep.
Middleton will probably be gone. They got all types of cap space to work with. So do the Hawks now, which I think they're trying to get rid of KP. But I'm interested to see on both sides, man, what they make and where they pivot to with the trade deadline looming. The Hawks just came out and said they're not going to make any moves that, jeopardize their future. So they kind of probably holding still. They can hit the lottery with Giannis, I'm thinking.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
So you think the comment of him saying we're here to revive each other is, you think that's BS, or he truly means that?
Say that again.
I said, do you think with, Trae Young talking about how he, got emotional driving to the arena, knowing that was probably his last time, and he feels that like this is a team that they can revive each other. Do you think that is what he's supposed to say, being traded to the Washington Wizards, or do you feel as though that's really what he needs?
I think it would have worked in Atlanta. I think they just needed it. I think they got so used to playing a certain way without him in, and it looked so good while he was gone that it was kind of this tug of war between both sides that I don't want to go back to hiding.
I've been said he should have got
in a different way, which is understandable, man. But I think if they had to play and got some continuity, it would have worked itself out in the East. I think the East is wide open this year.
Yeah, it's wide open.
But good for Trae, man.
Yeah.
I hope I could be wrong, bro, but I really hope people come back and say, when that man show out, and they probably get a top 5 pick this year too.
Do the monster, man. I think the expiring contract for CJ McCollum is what kind of interests Atlanta. I know Toronto had built a package around Emmanuel quickly and draft picks, and they ended up not going with it because they ended up going with CJ McCollum and his expiring contract. So I don't know what the summer going to look like, but the cap space is wide open once CJ gets expired. I don't know if he's going to sign back for less, go to a different team. I mean, you got options, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens in Washington. Who won it?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be Washington.
Washington.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't think it made any sense, to be quite honest. It feels like, it's not to say that Trae Young is just like the most complete player, but he gave you a lot. Much like Steph Curry, his defense was his offense, and you built the team around him to be able to play and pick up on his defensive liabilities.
Mm-hmm.
My issues with the Hawks is each time you had a great team around him, maybe a year later you tore the team down. So it's just like you really didn't even give him time to do anything. And instead of like adding pieces to that team that was almost a championship team, you ripped it up 1 year later because there was one bad season. Instead of just plugging and playing and adding pieces, you had really, really great pieces and you destroyed it. Now, you got Jalen Johnson, which was great, but you had a built-in team that could compete in the East. The East is not just super top heavy. So even if they were still middle of the pack, and you still had a superstar that wanted to be there. So my issue, like you said, with the Hawks is it seems like no matter who's running the team, they just have a tendency to throw away the superstars. They did the same thing with Dominique Wilkins. Like each time you have a team that you can build with, like each time you have a team that you can build with, you tear it down and then you go to rebuild it. Now Atlanta's a great city for like strip clubs and chicken wings. But you have to ask the question of, Is it an organization that players are going to want to play with, like Jupe said? And it's like, it's not a Miami, it's not a New York, it's not in LA, it's not one of those teams. So for you to for you to have a superstar on your team who wants to be there and continuously remove them and then want to rebuild, like you're asking for too much. They almost look like the Phoenix Suns of the East. It's the same issue you had with Devin Booker. You had great pieces around Devin Booker. It takes one season and then you destroy it. And I think it's an issue with the NBA as a whole. There's nobody gets time to build.
I'm laughing at that comment from your mother.
But I think it's more of because they want that instant. They want that instant playoff run. They want that instant, I guess, gratification of a good team. They don't want that, have a bad season and try to rebuild. It's like quick, fast.
You gotta build, man. You gotta build. There are only a few teams in the league that can play that don't really care or have to deal with the draft, right? That is Boston. I mean, cities and teams, Boston, LA. I don't really think there's much other teams who are building like that. Everybody else has to build through the draft. Golden State did it. I mean, aside from the KD years, OKC did it with the picks. Sam Presti's a freaking magician out there in these streets. But the teams that don't have to worry about the draft are those big name cities where you're gonna get people that want to come there, right? And then so I think Atlanta has to realize like they're not a desirable destination amongst the NBA. I mean, if we're honest, so the people that you hold on to, Milwaukee, it's something Milwaukee. They did what they did to get Giannis. They got their title, and now they're in a place where let's go get Dame because we really want to keep Giannis. These are things and moves that have to happen in Atlanta where we have Trae, you got Jalen, you got Dyson. Get the pieces that you need. You had an all-star in Trae Young. You have a up-and-coming starting leader of the team in Jalen, and Dyson's great on both sides of the ball. So now you're just putting in 3-and-D guys and make sure this happens and give them a deep bench. Like I think even when you look at OKC, man, like you have a superstar, you have a great Robin, and you have great pieces that know their role and know what to do on the court. I mean, so I think at that point, like you just got to figure it out, man. So Atlanta, shout out to y'all. I'm still gonna rip the city, you know what I mean? But I hope something happens. I don't know what's gonna happen this summer and it's off season, man. But we'll figure it out. Let's talk about another player, man. Will, talk to me about this, man. John Morant is on the trading block, bro. He's on the trading block. He's being offered out to teams and saying, not offered out, but saying, hey, look, he is available. If you want to make the right package, put him around him. One, tell me what his trade value looks like right now. Is he going to get offered by a good team? What does a piece like John Morant mean to a contending team or maybe like a fringe championship contender? Do they go out and get John? Do you go out and make the move to get John Morant in your squad?
I think with the first start, John Morant can have the same effect as like an Anthony Edwards does on Minnesota. The thing with Memphis is in many ways kind of the same way like Atlanta. We always talk about this is the NBA is becoming a microwave culture. One uncomfortable moment leads to you just kind of blowing it up. I mean, you had a coach who was leading your team perennially to like the top 4 in the West each season. You got rid of him. You had Desmond Bane, who was a fringe all-star player by that point, one of the best two-way shooting guards in the league. At that time, you trade him. You got Jaren Jackson Jr., who DPOY candidate year in and year out, and you're slowly blowing the team up, which these things don't make sense to me because this is not how you build a team. This is not how Golden State lost like 2 or 3 years before they got there. And based off this, the 2 or 3 years, these teams are blowing it up. But you are seeing that people are like tearing Ja down, the executives, which I think is literally to lower his trade value. If you put that out there, it creates this things like the media is going to run with, like, oh, he's not good enough. But when he's on, John Morant is giving you 27, 7, and 7. I know because, you know what I'm saying, he make you some money on prospects. You know what I'm saying? So
why do they do that, though? Why do they talk to all these executives if they want to get rid of him, talk about all the bad that he does, all the games that he missed, or how he's injury prone, he's a pain in my – what type of value you going to get for him if you're speaking about him this way?
Exactly. Because it's the other teams who are creating these narratives around a lot of these big players because they want to chop it down. You have to look. We talk about this all the time. We look at the Rudy Gobert trade. You look at how much how you got there. If you leave this value up for a lot of these players, you've given up the whole team in comparison. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things.
For Memphis, they would want to do that, right? They would want to say, let me big him up so I can get a haul, and it just be y'all problem. This is me. If I'm an executive, right. I'm going. Ja, look, I think he's the best thing since sliced bread. I think it's just his time to go, and then I can get pieces and good riddance. God bless. If you don't want to be around, if you don't want Ja leading your team, then you talk him up to get him out. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to understand it too.
I think Memphis is a season late in trading Ja. When he was at his highest value, still you could still get something for him of that value after the coaching changes when it should have happened. Because if you're going to make the coaching change, it's at that point that you need to blow up the team because they were already set. Like everything was situated. Right. So now you're seeing this. A lot of it doesn't make sense. You look at what's happening in Charlotte with LaMelo Ball. Like Drew pointed out, they put him on the bench and then he scorched everybody. And then you hearing all the things about they're in the locker room and he ready to fight the coach. So it's not the stars that are the 100% the issue. It's the teams, the personnel, and the coaches that you're picking to coach these players. If they're not fit for it, you got to call a spade a spade. And a lot of times when you have a new coach and you're still getting the same results, it's because of what you're doing in the GM's position, not what the players are doing. You already know what the issue is. So you're seeing a lot of that right now. And even with Trae Young, like, I just can't understand, you know, you're not the highest with Trae Young, but 28 and 11, and you're telling me that all you could get from him was CJ McCollum's contract?
Don't make no sense, bro.
Like, if you're looking to get an expired contract, other players will want that because, you know, and then there's a conversation of like little guards not being still great. Steph Curry's 37 years old, and he's still giving you buckets. That issue's not Steph Curry right now. That's the GM of the Golden State Warriors who don't clearly know how to run the team. Yeah. So I think a lot of these issues of like calling out the players and these anonymous executives, like if you feel that strongly, don't let it be anonymous. Put your name behind it.
I'm not mad at all. See what you got.
Honestly, I want him to go. I just feel as though because after this moment, you're saying all these supposed executives are saying this, saying that, and then if you don't trade him, you expect him to come back and play for the rest of the season? As a player, like, what do you do in that sense? See, no, this is why I'm not playing because I'm like, you know what? Screw you. Give me my money. I'm out. Because
there's about 5 or 6 teams immediately that job.
2 of them, they're saying the Bucks and Timberwolves. That are the
if he goes to the Bucks or the Timberwolves, that elevates them to championship status because now you got another killer right next to Giannis. And if he goes to the Timberwolves and you put him in that backcourt along with Ant Edwards,
that's crazy. He might play defense.
Yeah, but as an executive, do you take into consideration that just from the suspensions, he's missed 33 games from 22 to 24, that he's injury prone. So as you're a GM, that doesn't matter to you guys.
Not from the rules.
I know. Regardless of what a team it is, you're a GM and they present to you this. That doesn't play a part in it.
If I'm the Timberwolves or the Bucks, come on, bro. Watch out.
But that's a conversation also because sometimes players just need a change of scenery because you also have to look at the fact of how the Grizzlies treated him when he was going through all that stuff and their front office was kind of throwing him under the bus. So he's not going to be comfortable there and more problems are going to happen. Then you let go of the coach who, if depending on who you ask, when you ask him, he didn't want Coach Taylor to go. They were saying that it had to happen. So the Grizzlies created that problems there. But if you put him on a team like the Timberwolves, the Rockets,
I need that.
The Bucks, you could put him on Toronto right now. Toronto right now is a top 5 team in the East. If you put him on that team with Brandon Ingram, that team might be top 2 in the East right there. You just need to put Ja in a place where he can go back and he can show you what he's worth in a brand new system. Because at one time we were talking about Ja being a top 5 player in the league, a little less than 2 years ago.
We were.
Hey, man, I changed my aspirations, dog. I want to be a GM, dog.
Man,
I mean, if they can do it, bro, we can. Because the team that I see that's interested in Ja Morant is the Kings, bro. What are we doing here? Come on, bro. You trade away 2 of the best point guards in the last 5 to 10 years, and now you want Ja Morant. Why not just pay Fox last year? Why not keep Halliburton? It doesn't
don't understand the Halliburton trade.
They talk about they'll trade for Ja if Memphis takes DeMar DeRozan.
That's crazy.
For DeRozan,
but they want draft capital. They want draft capital in their trade. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not angry with that.
But if you want him out, what do you do?
Yeah. What do you do? Let's figure this out. Let's keep talking about
the coach definitely don't want him on the bench. And it's clear as day.
No, for sure. So we'll see. We'll keep monitoring, man. See what happens with the whole job situation. Let's talk about these NBA All-Stars, man. These votes will come back. We want to know, the fans of the 494 podcast want to know what did the people, the team in the 494, what All-Stars did they choose? Now we did this in our own chat. I think Julius was kind of ducking smoke. He put a thumbs down on my picture. He wouldn't explain himself. I was like, bro.
I knew it was coming to the show, bro.
Holla at me. What's good? So we're going to start. I want you to start. Tell me who you got your top 5 in the West as your starters and your starters in the East. And we're going to see how we got this thing going out, man. Let me know.
Luka, Shea, Katie, Victor, Nikola Jokic. But then I was like, but is he even going to play?
Nikola?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
He should be back. They say he'd be back.
You got KD as a starter?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going off this. Yes, I am. Okay. Then I have, excuse me. Let me go back to my list here. Sorry.
This is where we had it was like 1 or 2 players offer on that we had. Like
then I have Jalen Brown, Giannis, Jalen Brunson, Cade, and Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I have. That's not what Will had, and Julius put a thumbs down on me. We got to have a conversation. Will, tell me what you got in the East and the West, bro, and how comparative is that to what C chose? KD was only one through me, y'all.
I was waiting for that.
For the
That's why I didn't put it in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had. Wait, I don't think I had Steph Curry. I was looking at something different. I had Luka.
No, you did.
You had Steph?
No, I didn't have Steph. That was you that had Steph.
Oh, that was you.
Oh, yeah, I had Steph. Said that to me. I saw the numbers. I said, okay, this individual.
I had Luka, Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, and Victor Wembanyama.
All right, so we got one off. I ain't mad at that. What about your East?
Giannis, my man Jaylen Brown, who's quickly becoming one of my favorites. Cade Cunningham, my man Tyrese Maxey, and Donovan Mitchell.
So you got Donovan over Brunson.
Yes.
That was a big.
Hey, why you do that? Is it because you felt like it was too many point guards?
Yeah, to a certain extent, but also looking at just kind of looking at what was already there. I just kind of figured like Jalen probably wasn't going to be the starter because when you consider the fact of like the fan vote, Donovan Mitchell was always there. So
that's tough.
He is.
I ain't mad at it. Drew, what you got, bro? When we talk about it.
Out East, I think we all got just about the same thing. I got Brunson instead of Mitchell, but Cade, Max, Brown, Giannis, and then out West, man, you got to go with Luka,
for sure,
Anthony Edwards, Shea for sure, Jokic in there, and LeBron, Raymond, James, man, what are we talking about?
I knew that's what it was gonna be, bro.
Wait, you had LeBron starting?
Hold on, let me finish, bro.
LeBron starting.
Now I'm more confident than when I put the thumbs down. Just to put that out there, because of the last few games, 4 games, man, I had at least 26, and was a rebound shot.
When you put the thumbs down, he had a full game.
I was still confident. He still was balling. What do you mean?
He wasn't all-star starter.
LeBron James, bro. The Lakers were sitting when I did that thumbs down. The Lakers were sitting at number 3 in the West. I think they're number 4 or 5 now. But I'm taking LeBron James. I'm not gonna listen to a media tell me that he's not playing like an all-star when the man literally is giving you 30 balls out here right now.
I definitely think like all-star. When I say starter, I probably agree with you there, but that's just me though. I'm trying to think what we had because I think that was the only difference. I had
Steph. I would accept over him is Denny.
It's who?
He been playing. He been hooping. He in Portland, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
He hooping. I had, but this is my thing too. I wasn't because I was looking at the numbers. I'm thinking to myself, okay, in Golden State, where because I chose Steph, C chose KD, you chose LeBron, and who did you choose? Will
Wemby,
that's what it was. So I think all four of these can really be there. But I'm looking at 29-4-5, 29-5-4 on a team where everybody knows your blueprint. Everybody knows what you're gonna do. Everybody knows what you capable of, and you're still Jimmy's not like he's not taking the heat off of Steph. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at the numbers, looking at the games. I was just like, I didn't think Steph was gonna be coming out giving us 29-5-4. That's just me though. So K, give me YKD. See,
mute.
You're on mute.
Sorry, my cat's been, the kids are acting up. So I feel like we haven't seen KD have a season like this where he's being assertive, explosive, scoring. What is he averaging? 29, I believe. So I just feel as though, like, he, as of right now, since the start of the season, he's been playing all-star basketball. Who knows how it is going to be going moving forward when all teams continue to, get ready for the playoff run. But right now, I picked KD. And he's always going to be a lethal scorer, so you can never take that away.
We already got our explanation about Ramon. So talk to me over there, Will. Why you got Vic?
Honestly, it's just really not too many big men out there in the West that you can put. And like for the time period that Victor has played, you know what I'm saying, before he got injured, he was pretty dominant. And when you think about the All-Star game, you're not thinking about, records, this and that. You're thinking about the excitement and enjoying the people that they want to see. There's not too many other big men in the West right now playing well enough over Victor Wembanyama for me not to select him. So
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. All right, but if as of last week up till now, would you change anything about what you got on your 10 picks? Anybody?
I think Luka's the fringe for me. Not because he isn't good, but because out west a lot of the guards are playing really, really well. Yeah. But I probably still wouldn't change it though.
Does the injury play in the fact games play it?
Yeah. I mean, injuries do play a little factor in it, but if that's the case, I would have to take off Wemby. And like this season is just a lot of the great players are injured or everybody's not playing up to the par that they usually play at. Yeah. So, I remember saying in the group chat, like, it's a lot more difficult this year to choose the 10 that you want to choose because not everything's going to match up. And it's not the previous format of center, forward, guard. Now it's like big men, like front court and then back court. So,
right.
Yeah.
I would change because I'm really thinking about it, bro. Yeah. I'm about to start putting Joel Embiid on my joint.
I mean,
when he out there, I say because they didn't say nothing back in the day when certain people made All-Star game after playing 10 games. He done played 20 games. Joel Embiid deserves to be an All-Star. He's one of the best players in the NBA right now.
I can't say that because it sounds biased. I agree.
Well, you can say it now because Julius said it first.
I mean, since he's come back and he's ramped up, Joel's out here like hooping.
Like yes, he is.
Right now. So,
he said like he's enjoying the game more. He's getting it in, and even
though you can see it.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's Tyrese Maxey's team," but even Maxey was like, "Joel is what makes his team go." So I mean, he would be a great fit, but I mean, it's just. It's the game played.
Maybe not a starter, but I hope he make the All-Star team, bro.
Yeah,
he should. Well, shouldn't be a reason he doesn't do it.
I just think that I think we look at the vote, man. I think we talked about this before. I think the fan vote is too high. It should be like, it should be like the coaches and the players. Even want to lessen the media vote because we've seen how the media is because like I said, everybody might not think LeBron's a starter, but LeBron's an all-star. Stephen A. Smith probably wouldn't vote him in, period. There might be other guys at ESPN who wouldn't vote him in, period, and it's all pure emotions, and it's not all facts. I think you kind of have to adjust that.
What's the percentage? 50? Is it 50% fan?
I would say keep the fan vote there, but probably change the media vote. I would base it more off the players because the players can tell you
for sure.
Who's playing well and who's not, and what it really is and what it really ain't.
And you might get people that you were like, oh, I didn't even realize he was hooping like that.
Yeah,
right. When you get players and coaches, more percentage to them. All right, well, cool, man. We're gonna see how this thing plays out. Obviously, early votes are in. We have those top players and what are they doing for their teams right now, respective conferences, and what we're seeing to look like when it moves.
And his numbers were 26, 5, and 4. My bad, Katie's.
Oh, baby, I got you. All right, we'll see how it plays out, man. You continue to vote. Put your votes down there if you want to comment. There in the comments, make sure you're touching that keyboard and talk to us, man. We want to hear what y'all got going on in these comments. So, next thing we want to talk about WNBA. CBA update is here. It's live in effect. See,
so
give it to us straight.
They haven't came to a deadline as of January 9th, 11:59. Both sides are expected to continue to negotiate. The league and the players and the players union are discussing a proposal of a moratorium so they can halt free agency, the initial stages of free agency, which teams can seek to deliver qualifying offers to their core players. So union is reviewing the proposal now.
So are they halting all of free agency or just the
initial?
Okay. Which I think I would rather have it the opposite way. Like you should be able to put out contracts to your core players, but I guess when you're talking about money, that makes perfect. I'll shut up. It makes sense as I was saying it out loud.
Both sides are what is called the status quo, where the working conditions of the former CBA are maintained on both sides, and so they can continue to negotiate. But the expiration of the old agreement opens the doors for a potential work stoppage, either a strike by the players or a lockout by the owners. The league has not considered locking out the players, sources told ESPN.
I mean, they shouldn't. You should like next time you do it, you should be like, my sources told me. I feel like you tapped in anyway.
According to the document obtained by ESPN that was shared with the players, the WNBPA proposed a composition system in late November with projected salary cap of approximately $12.5 million in 2026 over eight times the 2025 salary cap. That November 28 proposal included approximately a $1 million average player salary and a maximum player salary of $2.5 million.
And that was from the Players Association, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was about to say, why didn't you take it? That's what. So I mean, what
they're far off.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense. What are we expecting? Obviously, we've had a lot of conversation around the WNBA and the CBA, and then talking to the league and figuring out this with league officials. Like, I mean, at this point, are we just hanging it on Kathy? Are we hanging on the players? What is the focus here, and how do we get to WNBA basketball coming up here? As we try to go through free agency and everything in between. The deep side.
I agree with Fee. If this leadership can't get it done, then maybe it's time for a new one that can. And see, I already said that it's time for a new.
Well, look, this is the thing. Across the water, things are happening. We and the WNBA has to be aware of that, right? That you want to get product on the basketball court, so you don't have to deal with the I wouldn't say copycat league, but the league that may be threatening the players that bring your league money. You want to have that conversation.
But it shouldn't. And that, like, for me, I feel as though it shouldn't be a threat. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these dreams are for women to play in the WNBA.
I mean, I hear you. However, when we're looking at players like an Angel, like a Flo, like Flo, like these are players that are like, I remember in certain interviews they were like, man, we'll stay in college another year. I mean, what am I rushing the WNBA for to make $72,000 a year? I did that last month. Like, what are we talking about? So I mean, it's really crazy to kind of figure that thing on. What's going on, Brandy? But that's the thing, we try to figure that out. Like, people aren't in a rush to figure this to get to the WNBA anymore. Like that is still the standard, right? You're still professional. But when it comes to money, NIL deals, college, like we're looking at Paige, she was making way more money than she is right now before she hit the scene in the WNBA. I mean, think about Juju. I know Juju out here making bucks right now, and she's not playing. Like, so I think I think there has to be some type of threat. You have to take it as that, because your league is yes the standard of women's basketball. However, you're not paying that. You're not paying your players like that. And you have leagues out here who are saying, "Look, I'll give you $1.5 million a year. I'll give you $2 million."
I'm not gonna go by that, but I'm gonna go by the league that we've seen that worked. You know what I'm saying? So why can't you see it why is it as a threat when we're just telling you it can work when you pay us? It's gonna continue to grow when you pay us. Yeah. And we're gonna just continue what we built here and just carry it over after this part of this season is over. Like it's not just coming off of what if? Like what if this would happen? What if you know what I'm saying? Even just with Unrivaled, they feel they doubled what they thought they were gonna bring in.
Exactly. Olivia getting money, bro. Why am I rushing to my 75?
That COVID year is not going to exist continuously.
Say it again.
COVID year is not going to
regardless, bro.
Is she playing the COVID year?
Who?
Olivia.
I believe so. That fifth year that people was granted. I mean, she's been going crazy though.
She would have been a top 3 pick. She came out.
But to do what?
But I don't necessarily think for her it was the money. I necessarily think it was the game.
To go make electrician money?
But I don't think for Olivia, I don't think that was it. I truly believe she went to Olivia transferred to make her draft capital go up and to become a point guard.
And she did that. She's doing it right now.
The
numbers are crazy right now.
Kathy in the office singing Genuine Stingy because I don't know what they doing, bro. Because at some point you gotta start doing the give and take thing because you clearly seeing they not budging, but they're not budging because you're not coming to the table. Yeah, you're not coming to full transparency, so they're not gonna come. And now you're looking at the fact that you got an NBA draft, you got a WNBA draft coming up soon, and you have a expansion team that has to have an expansion draft, but you can't have an expansion draft until players resign and you figure out exactly where everybody's going.
For sure.
So even if they were to get started today or tomorrow, you're coming up on a time period where you gotta make something shake and figure something out because you're coming up on a deadline, all those things don't look like it's happening. So, but can you listen to Adam Silver and Adam Silver listen to whoever he listening to because we know he don't listen to Logic. So they gotta figure out something because
they do.
If not, you see how they talking about how they talk about Unrivaled down there about how they being treated in the second season. They being treated just as good and got a whole arena and they getting rings.
Arena added more seats, and Chelsea Grace out there being the point guard. God, you've been watching her down here.
About to come up. Yep. You gotta make some shape.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys been tuned in to Unrivaled, but Paige been bugging. Chelsea Gray's been the point guard.
Did you see that fake and fishy did? And everybody keep talking about Chelsea's not the best point guard.
Man, the passes down there, De'Arica Hamby with a 40 piece. Like
Hey, speaking of her,
Gabe Beckett said that your girl Dom is a cheat code.
Facts.
Speaking of Hamby, Will, I sent you something on TikTok, man. Check
brother,
that.
I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it right before I came on there.
You should, man.
Yes.
Shout out.
Kai hasn't even played. Skylar Diggins hasn't. It's just gonna get even better.
Shout out. I want to just talk about how fine Ryan Howard is because Ryan Howard said she tired of y'all calling her a woman lover because she said she liked the men's. So hi, Ryan. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
We both got locks, so we can get locks together, boo.
She's still fine. I don't care what you say, right? But she's still fine.
Bro, I think there's a lot. There's a lot to see with these things going out, man. Hopefully they figure it out. Hopefully they get to a point where they can agree on this money and we can get some we can get some hoopers on the court because we living for Unrivaled right now. and a league that's not even created yet and got players signed to it. So we'll see how this thing plays out, man, and hopefully they get to where they got to go. What's going on, Jesse? I think we're gonna see to figure it out, man. Well, look, this next segment is going to be a new segment that we have here on the 494. It won't be every week, but it will be some weeks where we talked about this weeks ago, where it said, "Hey, look, we think we just want to educate our fans on players that maybe they did know, they didn't know." And this is the thing, to avoid personal attacks on TikTok, man, we just need to educate you on some of the players that came before, the great players that y'all watch. Some of y'all ain't seen basketball before 2000, and that's okay. But you got to be okay with being okay that you don't know, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Let's figure this whole thing out. So, our resident historian, we're gonna talk to my boy Will. Will, talk to me, bro. We got this segment called Hidden Legends, where we are talking about players that we may know, may not know, unsure of it. Talk to us, man. It's on you, bro.
I really wish sometimes we was on a different network because then I can attack people the way that I want to attack people, but that's neither here nor there. So, I had 2 players ready for y'all today, but I'm going to give y'all one player. And when I say the name Big Dog, you should think about Milwaukee Bucks' own Glenn Robinson, a number 1 pick in the 1994 NBA draft. If you're not familiar with the 94 NBA draft, this is a draft that included Jason Kidd, Grant Hill, Juwan Howard, and Eddie Jones. And of all those players, Glenn Robinson was the number 1 pick amongst them all. He averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 2.7 assists in 688 games. In a heavy small forward time period, he was a 2-time All-Star in 2000 and 2001. Although he did win an NBA championship with the Spurs at the end of his career, Big Dog was somebody who was known for his scoring and his physical style. In his 11 seasons, he not only played for the Bucks and the Hawks and the Sixers, but he averaged 8 seasons of over 20 points per game during that time period, which is not something that everybody can say they did. He posted a 21.9 rookie scoring average amongst the best of the 90s. So when you think about the 90s players, his was actually top 3 of all time. You think about 3-headed monsters when you talk about the current league. Remember that top scoring trio of Ray Allen, Sam Cassell, and Big Dog in Milwaukee? That was a team that actually pushed the Sixers and almost went to the NBA Finals. He logged 11 seasons with at least 1 steal per game. And this is as a power forward, small forward. Big Dog was built like a truck, but he could move around. In his prime, 45 to 47% shooting from the field, which is top 10, I believe, in the 90s for his position. Again, you have to look at the position of the 90s and those players in the 90s. Big Dog was a power forward, small forward, and one of the top scorers in Milwaukee Bucks history. If you don't know Glenn Big Dog Robinson, do your homework, especially if you're a Hawks fan, because Big Dog gave y'all some great years, man. That's an unsung NBA great. I'll hit y'all back with another one next week.
Shout out to the squad, man. That's our segment here on MTMV Sports called Hidden Legends, where we educate you on something you may not have known, players you may not have heard of, but had absolutely big impacts in the NBA when their 2 feet hit the court in the 94 feet, man. So you already know, Will, we appreciate you, bro. I think it's time. I think we got to get to this open run, bro. We got some time on the clock. We got some things that we got. I had one last week that got a lot of people talking. And he had one with the week before or the week last week talking about LeBron, where a lot of people were talking on TikTok and Instagram. And then I think last week I shared the NBA hard truth. So that's going to be another big thing that we're posting this week as well. So let's open it up, man. It's open run. Who got it?
Will. I mean Julius, because he's been quiet. So end the show on some spiciness.
Check this out.
We got 375 people on us now. Right? Let's talk about it.
Absolutely. And shout out to Purdue's own, man. It's my alma mater, too.
Appreciate that, Nathan.
Who are you taking, man? I want you to rank these in accordance with what current duo in their prime, what current duo in their prime would you build around and rank them 1 to 4?
Okay.
LeBron James, Luka Doncic. Prime, meaning that they the best they ever played in NBA. Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler. De'Aaron Fox, No, that I don't like that one. Joel Embiid and Paul George
in their prime.
Last, Russell Westbrook.
Appreciate it, Mom.
DeRozan.
Russell and DeMar. That's in their prime is crazy.
Right.
Ever played? Give me your 1 through 4 of those duos that you'll build around. Meaning they don't have.
I got my 4.
And I got 1 through 4 already. I
just had number 4. Go ahead, Will.
Right.
Number 1, I'm taking Joel and Paul George.
Makes perfect sense. I'm okay with it.
In their prime, both of them are MVP candidates. One of them got the MVP. Paul probably should have got that MVP before. Second, slightly ahead of LeBron and Luka, because LeBron in his prime is unstoppable. Luka still don't play no defense. So second, I'm gonna take Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler, because y'all know how I feel about Jimmy. And then at fourth, I'm gonna have to take Russ and DeMar, because as much as I like Russ and DeMar ain't never have nothing for LeBron in the East. That's why Kawhi came out there and cheated us.
But we could say this. Want to make sure we give a big old shout out to DeMar DeRozan. Just hit 26,000 career points as the Kings knock off the Rockets. So shout out to DeMar and what he got going on, man. Making history, bro. It's awesome.
Shout out to Doug Christie for actually giving him the basketball now.
Come on.
Not letting Levine chuck up shots every game. So yeah.
I hate that for Zach. I hate that about Zach because it's
not uncomfortable.
We can have it.
It's
that's your 4 too.
I feel very comfortable having that conversation.
That's your 1 through 4 as well.
See, what's she thinking?
Don't disappoint me. See,
I'm going LeBron and Luka number 1. Are you kidding me?
Don't disappoint me.
Then I'm going Joel and Paul, and then I'm gonna go Steph and Jimmy, and then I'll go Russell and DeMar.
So okay.
LeBron is unstoppable. You heard that in his prime. Come on.
Realistically, you are not taking him ahead of MVP and defensive monster Joel Embiid and Paul George. It's ridiculous.
How you gonna tell me? Just because you said that Luka doesn't play the defense, but you also said that LeBron is unstoppable. So yes, I'm going with LeBron being unstoppable. That's why I'm taking a number 1.
Near unstoppable, but that's still on offense. As I said in that TikTok video, boy, ain't no defensive standout, and you still got Luka who got to play defense. Man, I'm sick of y'all.
But they ain't on the same team right now. That's why I didn't do that. I pick people that's
How you gonna be mad? This is I said that because you picked yours, right? Did no one say anything?
You could have put James and Kawhi.
I could have put James.
You could have James and Kawhi.
Both in their prime. That's scary. Look, I say this.
Drew, you're spinning with your hair.
I'm only going because when I look at it like this, I just because let's think about the object of the game, right? If we're talking, I think every one of those that you mentioned, one is a bona fide two-way player, while the other one doesn't give as much. Well, I won't say much effort, but does not play as well as defense on the other one. And the only two that do that are Joel and PG. So for me, they got to go number 1. And then I think the last 3, I'm just choosing who's the better primary two-way. Which in their prime, I'm going to go Luka and Bron. And then I would go Russell and DeMar at 4. At 3, I'd go with Steph and Jimmy. So, I mean, I get it. But I think when you look at those duos, the only two that both play a high level defense on both ends of the court are going to be Joel and PG.
Y'all don't like defense, man. I'm
bro, with Luka, watch out, boy.
That's a good one. I mean, even if you added Kawhi and James Harden,
we don't need to add that.
But you're still giving one high.
We got to do with another.
That's one.
Say it again.
That's 1 to me.
That's okay,
bro.
Kawhi,
bro.
Yeah,
it's Kawhi and James Harden would be the same. But Kawhi and James Harden will be the same thing as LeBron and Luka, just to a slightly lesser extent.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna let y'all tell me nothing James Harden because I seen him play on my team. That boy,
you saw that
wasn't his prime though, bro. That was not his prime though. I know you got them on top of your head, but I like that first one, Drew. That was tough.
All right, most dominant college career edition.
Oh wow.
Rank them 1 through 4, and this is men and women.
Number 1.
Shamika Holsclaw.
Oh, we're going okay.
Breanna Stewart. Maya Moore.
Wow.
And Candace Parker.
Good night, Full 94. Have a wonderful night.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, it's number 1 guy between Maya and Candace to me, but
over Shamika? You know what?
We're talking about college.
Yeah, we're talking about college.
Y'all only win 4?
Yes.
I'll be quiet.
Oh no, bro. Stewie might be one in it, bro, which is crazy.
I'm gonna go sit in the corner. I'm straight.
Y'all lucky because I almost added Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in that John, and
that would have been crazy.
You know, I said end the night on spiciness, but you was really why would you do that? You should have did
it.
Go
1 through 4. Who y'all got? Don't try to run from this one.
And make sure
who's better, y'all. This is the college
people that are in there now checking us out. Get in the comments, man.
Brianna, Candace. I know, bro. I wanted to say Miss Ho's Claude next, bro. I wanted to, but Candace was tough, boy. I can't. Ho's Claw.
Make sure you put that clip.
And I'm not saying the last name because it's disrespectful.
We need to run this clip.
I never put her last. I'm going
Maya, Shamika, Brianna, and Candace.
You know what? I respect that one.
You put Maya over Brianna?
Yes.
How though?
You had Maya. You said Maya, Shamika,
college.
Maya,
Brianna,
Brianna, and Candace.
Okay.
This is college. So if you're in the comments, this is their college career.
I mean, you're not.
They probably don't know who Shamika is.
I think I'm close to.
If you don't know who Shamika Holsclaw is, I don't want to hear nothing about no WNBA talk and what they don't deserve because you don't know nothing you're talking about.
I think I'd lean towards C. I think I was looking at Brianna and Candace, but I'll probably stick with what she got.
Brianna's a hard one because
sure,
that's 4 years, man.
You see what I'm saying?
But you also got to think of every person that was on that team with her.
Yeah. Drew, where you at? I see you quiet over there pondering. I ain't put.
Man, I feel they Stewie first, bro.
He said it. He put Maya Moore last.
He did put Maya Moore. Wow.
Nah, dude.
Yes, you did. Because you said I don't even want to say her name.
You said Brianna, Candace, Shamika.
Bro, 4-time champion, 3-time player of the year. I feel like Brianna has to be first.
So where's Maya at, Drew?
4th. He said it.
I did not say 4th.
You said you named 3 and you didn't say Maya.
What was even in this?
What?
It was Maya, Brianna, Shamika, and Candace. So give it your list, Drew.
Come on, man.
I didn't know Maya Moore was in this, man. So
you block. You got.
All right, well now you know she in there. Where's
I need a week to think about it, man.
He said he need a week. Right, because that was
Maya, the best player on the list. But college career, she got 2 player of the years. The rest of them got 3. Wait, how many does how many did Candace have? Player of the year.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go check it right now.
Well, I said, look at that right now.
Where the producer at?
The other 2 had 3. She had 2.
I did not think that y'all would go back and forth this much on this one.
I am.
This is good.
Gotta put
Producer, how many player of the years, national player of the years does Candace Parker have?
Two.
So her and Maya got 2. I think Candace was more dominant in her college run than Maya.
Who?
Maya Moore.
No.
Bro, Candace Parker.
No. Jew, that shit. Jew, you should know.
That's my girl, bro. But she wasn't more dominant there. Rebound leader, block leader, defense. Come on, bro.
Jew, Maya was. Nah.
Maya was tough, bro. I know. I watched this.
I'm trying to tell y'all, but Candace is last.
Yes.
Wow.
Really? That's everything you need to know.
That's what I have.
Last?
I have, yes.
And Shamika Holdsclaw, that's homework for people because Shamika Holdsclaw is probably like the first. She's probably the first Juju Watkins you can almost say because she was on slam covers and everything. So
yeah, and Candace got what national player of the year got one time.
Candace?
One time. Okay, that's the female athlete of the year. She got twice. So she got national player of the year once.
Yeah,
that changes things.
It does. But she also was a Final Four MOP in 07 and 08. One of only 4 players to do that. So it's just how you weigh that thing out. You know what I mean?
Wow. Y'all showed y'all true colors on this one.
You put the names on there,
man. Shout out to her.
Well, definitely, man. Look, y'all already know. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Producer coming through. USB WA 2-time player of the year 07-08, Naismith College player of the year in 08, women's basketball academic All-American year 08-08, which is a really good year for her. 07-08, and then Wade Trophy in 07. So those 2 years, she went absolutely crazy. So I definitely get that. Well, look, man, y'all already know what it is. Y'all keep tapping in with us, man, here on 494 podcast here on MTMV Sports. Every Monday, 8:30, you already know what it is. I am Miles Austin, Sports Talk with C, Jew_Chasing Dreams, and Mr. Teddy Farrell. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, on X. I'm about to say Twitter. Call on X. Whatever you want to be, come talk to us, man. We already got people talking to us on TikTok. You want to follow us? It's the 494 podcast on every social media site. We want to talk to y'all. Y'all want to talk basketball? This is where it lives at, man. This is the 494 podcast here on MTMB Sports. Y'all be safe, be easy, and we'll see y'all next week, man.
Hey guys, it's your girl C, and you just watched the show on MTMV Sports Network. And if you like what you see and you want more exciting content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.